Okay, hi everyone. So today I will be starting with another topic that is houses in astrology. Houses को Vedic astrology में bhavas भी कहते हैं. So there are 12 houses in astrology, and like you can see there are these 12 departments or diamond like boxes. So the first box here, it is the first house, and from here we always go to the counterclockwise, that is towards the left. So the next houses in line we always go towards the left. So this becomes the second house, then this becomes the third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, up till the 12th house. So let's get started with the first house, that is the first bhava. So it is also called the ascendant, the rising sign or the lagna. ये तीनों एक ही बात होती है. Trust me, ये बहुत ज़्यादा important topic है. It is much more important than the zodiac signs with which we all are obsessed about. So, the first house is the most important house of astrology. It is the foundation of your life, and a weak foundation can make other planets a little bit wobbly. It is the platform of your birth, the ground you were born on. So, it is the anchor of the ship which holds all the karmas of your life. So, the first house, that is the ascendant, shows the circumstances the soul is here to experience from the each department of life. So the first house shows why you're born and what is the purpose of your birth. What is the agenda of the soul basically. So we will talk about the purpose of the birth in the ascendant video sections in the upcoming videos. So now coming to the second house. Second house is the house of resources. Resources of all kinds. Anything that we need in this life to survive comes from the second house, like food, clothing, shelter, knowledge, language, basic skills, communication. Okay, and second house also is the house of things we value and possess, as in our family, our values, and our culture. So second house represents liquid cash also, like your bank balance. Also, the second house is also called a debt inflicting house, as in a marka house. The reason why we are calling second house as a debt inflicting house is because since it represents your family, so naturally in your family आप उनसे बात भी करते हो, आप उनसे आर्ग्यू भी करते हो, आप उनसे लड़ाई झगड़ा भी करते हो. You also disagree with people in your family if it is ill in your chart. So that is why second house is known as the marka house. Now coming to the third house of astrology, the third bhava. So the third bhava is the house of communication. It also represents short distance travel, like state to state or from town to town, like a truck driver, or these days like a travel blogger. Okay, and the third house also represents the relationship with your younger siblings, and it also represents media, networking skills, writing, and your speaking ability. Also, this house promotes courage. It is the house of willpower and your efforts. Now we come to the fourth house of Jyotish, that is the fourth bhava. So this is the house of our mother and motherly figures in our life. Whomever has ever given us the nourishment of a mother becomes our fourth house. So like I said, fourth house represents mother, home, fixed assets like properties. There's a second house represents bank balance. Fourth house represents fixed assets like properties, vehicles. And apart from that, it represents peace of your mind, your childhood, teachings of your mother, and any kind of convenience. So like even having an air conditioner is considered like a fourth house object since it represents convenience. Now we come to the fifth house. Fifth house represents children, your luck, the fun, creative self expression, stage performances like dramatic arts, media, and it also represents romance. Apart from that, fifth house represents speculative businesses like speculative gains like stock market, sports betting, cryptocurrency, and all that. Now we're coming to the sixth house. So the sixth house is the house where we go to battle, to face enemies and competition. So this is the house of fight, whether we fight an enemy, disease, debt, or our own personal battles. The battlefield isn't always necessarily a ground of war. It can also be the daily grind of dealing with the world, office co-workers, credit card payments, doctor bills, keeping account of our finances. So all the things we don't want to do reside in the sixth house. This is why this is also called the Dhishtana house, house of karmic debt. Because what needs to be paid must be paid. No one escapes this house. So the sixth house represents dealing with enemies, diseases of the body, everyday work life, competition, and relationship with co-workers. Also, this is the house of debt, obstacles, war zone, fighting, litigation, and divorce. This is the house known as the Prarabdha Karma, the unchangeable house. So, guys, in this video, I'm covering houses from 1 to 6. Now I will be making a part 2 where I will be covering from house 7 to house 12. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel and let me know what kind of videos do you want me to make, so accordingly I can prepare and deliver. Okay, thank you.